Hello everyone, this is Sriharshat. I'm pursuing bachelor's degree in computer science in Internet University. Today I'm going to do a seminar on the topic augmented reality versus virtual reality. In this presentation, we are going to cover the following things. Introduction to augmented reality versus virtual reality. Welcome to the age of new realities, virtual and augmented. The world is advancing faster than it has ever done before. It is hard to keep up with day-to-day technological advancement. So at any given time, there is plethora of new technologies to keep your eye on, especially if you are an investor. It is the investor's job to know the next big thing, and one of the things that the investors are heavily investing is in virtual and augmented reality. We are surely spending most of our time looking at screens, be it laptop, TV, or cell phone. They have become a big part of our lives. And VR and AR are two technologies that are changing the way we use screens and creating new and exciting experiences both in different ways. One of the biggest confusions in the world of virtual reality is difference between virtual reality and augmented reality. Virtual reality and augmented reality have exciting potential in the future of gaming, marketing, e-commerce, education, and many other fields. Both technologies are known for their enriched experience that brings together a virtual world and the real one with enhanced 3D visuals. Also, it can be easy to mix up the two. There are some significant differences. Virtual reality and augmented reality are the two technologies that are changing the way we use screens and creating new and exciting experiences. Both are earning a lot of media attention and promising a tremendous growth in the market of gaming and other fields. So, what's the difference between augmented and reality? Let's find out in the presentation. What is virtual reality? Virtual reality is a computer generated environment with scenes and objects that appear to be real, making the user feel they are immersed in their surroundings. This environment is perceived through a device known as virtual reality headset or helmet. VR allows us to immerse ourselves in video games as if we were one of the characters, learn how to perform heart surgery, or improve the quality of sports training to maximize performance. Virtual reality tricks the mind into believing the virtual environment as real. Virtual reality has the power to take one into a completely different world and experience it or make one see things that are yet to be built or just not there. Virtual reality has been finding large applications in sectors such as real estate, where you can have a virtual tour of property and tourism, where customer can get a feel of the destination before they decide to go for it. Virtual reality is possible through a coding language called VRML, Virtual Reality Modeling Language. VRML can be used to create a series of images and specify what types of interactions are possible for them. Nuts and bolts of virtual reality. A true VR experience should include three-dimensional images that appear to be life-sized from the perspective of the user, the ability to track a user motions, particularly his head and eye movements, and then images on user display to reflect the change in user perspective. Hardware required for VR. A device phone, either iOS or Android, Google Cardboard or another VR headset, Google Cardboard app. Applications of virtual reality. The virtual reality allows the creation of a simulated environment where it is possible to replicate almost all the characteristics of a real environment. This enables the possibility to train, study, operate, etc. in a safe and responsive environment. Mainly used in video games, military training, flight simulation, education, etc. etc. What is augmented reality? Augmented reality is an interactive experience of a real world environment where the objects that reside in the real world are enhanced by computer generated perceptual information, sometimes across multiple sensory modalities, including visual, auditory, haptic, somatosensory, and olfactory. It is a technology that layers computer generated enhancements into existing reality. AR can be defined as a system that incorporates three basic features: a combination of real and virtual worlds, real-time interaction, and accurate 3D registration of virtual and real objects. AR technology is used to display score overlays on telecasted sports games and pops out 3D emails, photos, or text messages. The overlaid sensory information can be constructive, that is adaptive to the natural environment, or destructive, that is masking of natural environment. It is developed into apps and used on mobile devices to blend digital components into real world. This experience is seamlessly interwoven with physical world such that it is pursued as an immersive aspect of the real environment. In this way, augmented reality alters one's ongoing perception of real-world environment, whereas virtual reality completely replaces users' real-world environment with a simulated one. Augmented reality is related to two largely synonymous terms, mixed reality and computer-mediated reality. Leaders of the tech industry are also using AR to do amazing and revolutionary things with holograms and motion-activated commands. Nuts and bolts of augmented reality. Characteristics of AR. It combines real and virtual worlds. It is interactive in real time. It is registered in 3D. Hardware needed for virtual reality. Display, input devices camera, processor CPU, sensors and accelerometer, tracking GPS and compass. Applications of augmented reality. The AR enables the user to overlay the reality with different tools and applications to facilitate his everyday activities, mainly used in simple devices such as smartphones, iPhones, computers, etc. Similarities between virtual reality and augmented reality. Augmented reality and virtual reality are similar in a fashion that they both provide the user with an enhanced experience. The main similarity between both augmented reality is virtual reality is that they use same virtual objects. Both technologies enable experiences that are common and sought after entertainment purposes. Companies have identified augmented reality and virtual reality as technologies with huge potential and are investing in developing new adaptations, improvements, and products based on these technologies. Both virtual reality and augmented reality have great potential in optimizing the medical field by making things such as remote surgeries a real possibility. These technologies have been already used to treat and heal psychological conditions such as post-traumatic stress disorder. Differences between augmented reality and virtual reality. Despite being a technology that originated decades ago, many people are still unfamiliar with the concept of virtual reality. It is also quite common to confuse the term virtual reality with augmented reality. The main difference between these two is that VR builds the world in which we immerse ourselves through a specific headset. It is fully immersive and everything we see is a part of an environment artificially constructed through images, sounds, etc. On the other hand, in augmented reality, our own world becomes the framework within which objects, images, or similar are placed. Everything we see is in a real environment, and it may not be strictly necessary to wear a headset. The clearest and most mainstream example of this concept is Pokemon Go. In VR, we create an actual world, not just some contents of it. Whereas in AR, images are created using applications that mixes virtual reality and real life contents. In VR, hypothetically, users cannot tell the difference between what is virtual and what is real, whereas in AR, users are able to distinguish between the two. In VR, some sort of VR headset is required, whereas in AR, no specific headset is required. In VR, senses are under control of system, whereas in VR, user maintains a sense of presence in real world. Augmented reality enhances experience by adding virtual components, whereas virtual reality creates a new reality which is computer generated. However, there is also a combination of both realities called mixed reality. This hybrid technology makes it possible for example, to see virtual objects in real world and build an experience in which the physical and digital are practically indistinguishable. How do augmented reality and virtual reality work together? It is not always virtual reality versus augmented reality. They do not always operate independently of one another, but they mostly blended together to generate an improved engaging experience when these technologies are merged together to transport the user to fictitious world by giving a new dimension of interaction between the real and virtual world. Virtual reality and augmented reality are great examples of experiences and interactions fueled by the desire to become immersed in a simulated land for entertainment and play or to add a new dimension of interaction between digital devices and the real world. Thank you, everyone.